Hello, everybody. Happy Thursday morning. Welcome to Ken Knows Gambling. I've had several people as of late. They want to talk about this ladder system that I do, Waylon does, a lot of people like. And so I'm here to talk some truth to you, okay? There's a lots of betting strategies. All right, forget the strategies on how you play, but the money management strategies. All right? Please understand, each one of them has its own goods and bads. All right, for example, if you're a flat better, okay, you lose. You just come out flat, you lose, and let's say you win. Great. You rack it, you do it another one, you lose, and then you come back out, you win. You're just flat, and you rack it, and let's say you win another one, you rack it. You're pretty much even. All right? That's just one of those strategies. You don't have to have a whole lot of bankroll, and you're just hoping to get lucky. You're hoping that you'll win more than the house wins, and that's on any game. It's a safe way to play. You're going to fluctuate, you're going to ride that line, little wins, little loss, little wins, little loss. It's fairly safe, and that's okay. All right? Eventually, you keep playing flat. The house edge will get you, and you'll lose. Okay. But as John says over at Casino Gaming Central, he flashes this pie graph every morning, and it all comes down to your risk versus reward tolerance. It comes down to, what do you feel comfortable playing? Okay? What makes more sense to you? It doesn't matter what I say. Doesn't matter what Waylon says. It doesn't matter what John says. It doesn't matter what anybody says is the best betting strategy. It's, what do you think? Okay? All right. So let's say you had a smaller bankroll. Well, you can't do a ladder. All right? So maybe you're one of these positive progression guys. Okay? You throw it out here, you lose. You throw it out here. You're flat betting until you get a win, right? You lose. Then all of a sudden, boom, you win. You stack it. Okay? With a win, you're going up. All right? You're still only risking what flat bettors do, but now you're trying to take advantage of multiple wins in a row. So, like, if you win that one, well, boom, you're good. Then you stack it. Maybe you stack the whole thing. I don't know. Or you do some kind of a up and pull. All right? That's not a bad way either. And you can do that with a smaller bankroll. Every strategy you play has goods and bads in it, and they all have the Achilles heel. They all have the, well, what if this happens? So if you're flat betting and you just keep losing, and then you win every once in a while, and then you lose, whatever, and you win every once in a while, again, you're going to maintain. The positive guy, or the guy that wants to parlay, so he comes out, he loses, he comes out, he loses, then he comes out, and he wins. He stacks. Okay? And if he wins again, okay, he's actually up, but then he stacks. All right? If he loses at that point, everything he's done is all for nothing. But if he wins, oh, good. If he wins that third in a row or whatever, okay? So that betting system, you're relying on a little bit to try to go big. Okay? But again, everything has its bad. So if you lose a couple, okay? All right, you go out here and you win. Whoops, and you lost it. All right. You win. Stack it. Oh, crap. You lost it. You see what I mean? And you can go backwards that way too. But you can do it generally with a smaller bankroll. Okay. Now we're going to come up to the ladder. Why I like the ladder, why a lot of people like the ladder system, and I want to go over it with you. Now, in all transparency, you've got to have a bankroll. You're using the bankroll as your hammer. You have to have a big bankroll to do a ladder system just in case you get multiple losses. It's used to when the table turns and it starts coming back in your favor, you can win money. So let me demonstrate that to you. Okay. You go out here, you lose. Now you're going to ladder. Now you go up here with 2 and you lose. Now you're going to go out with 3. Okay? Let's say you lose 3 in a row. Oh shit. Now you're going to come out with 4. Let's say at that 4th one you finally win. All right, there's 1, 2, 3, there's 4. You're going to get 4 of it back. Now you're going to ladder down. We're 2 in a row, just like the other guy trying to win 2 in a row. So are you. But now if you win at that level, now you're up 1. And you can ladder down. Okay. If you lose, great. Go back out with 3. If you win, you're up again. Come down the ladder. Well, you're up profit. What it is, it's not a martingale, but it's trying to recover losses. Trying to recover losses. All right. So let's do this again. Let's say, you lose, you ladder, you lose, you ladder, you lose. We'll give you 4 losses. You lose. I'm sorry, 3, 4. Now you're going to 5. We'll just use this as 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. What's your next bet? 6. All right, your next bet is 6. Let's say you win. Great. There's 5, 6. Well, actually, let me take it from here. Okay, you bet 6. Well, guess what? You get your 5 back plus 1 of your 1s. Okay, so let's just keep up with this. All right, so now you drop it back to 5. Oh, you win that one. There's your 4 plus 1 of those. Okay. Now you can drop it back to 4. You win. You're even with them and you're on level 4. You went to level 6, now you're on level 4. You're back to even with them. So then when you drop to 3 and you win, boom, now you're up, all of it. All right, then you can continue to come down, you see. Also, with a ladder, let's say you bet 1 and lose, you bet 2 and lose. Now let's say you go to 3. Now let's say you get into a damn chop. Where if you're flat betting, you're going nowhere. If you're a positive progression guy and you're getting in a chop, you're going nowhere. You're actually losing. But let's say we go here. All right, you win. You're even. Okay? I'm going to just put these right here. Now you go up to 2 and lose. Well, now you go back to 3. Look, I'm still up. Okay? And you win. Well, there's 2 plus 1. Come down to 2. You lose. Now you go back up to 3. If you get into that win-loss, win-loss, win-loss chop, you're winning money. Okay? You're at 3. You win. See what I mean? Boom. Drop it down to 2. You lose. Go back up to 3. Okay, you finally win that one. 2. They owe you 3. Go down to 2. Look. If I put my rack back through all that choppy, I'm still up $75. Every time you go up and then down, up and then down, up and then down, you're winning money. All right. However, the scary part of a ladder has always been you just get into a bunch of losses. But let me just show you something. All right. There's my little bankroll. You lose. You lose. Go to 3. You lose. You lose. You lose. Now you're at 6 again. 6 is $1.50. Let's pull 100 out. 150 is 6. You lose. All right. You're just on a really losing streak. But if you're playing a decent strategy, especially if you're going with the 7, you're laying something, or you're doing a don't come, whatever. Let's say now you're going to bet 7. Well, you're up there. If you're making the 7th bet, you're down 150, 250, 275, 3, 375, 4, 450, 4, 5. You're down about 525 or so. Yeah, 150. Let's do it this way. Spread them out like so. Okay, there's your next bet. But you're down 150, 250, 275, 375, 450, $525. And you're thinking to yourself, oh shit. All right, now let's just come back down the ladder. Every time you come down a rung, you're going to win your original bet. Every time you come down. Okay, so what does that look like? Okay, if I lost 6, I'm betting my 7th. Oh shit. That's what you have the bankroll for. All right, so now let's say you go ahead and win the 6th. All right. Actually, you're betting 175 on this one. That's 150. You're going up by quarters. Okay, 175. Great. There's this one back, plus this one. Okay, we get to put that back in the rack. Okay, now we get to come down. Oh, actually, I got one more. We get to come back down to 7. We win this one, plus this one. We get to come down to 6 now. Okay, now we win 100 a quarter. Well, there's 100, there's a quarter. Put that in the rack. And then we get to come down to a flat 100. Well, there's 50. And there's 50. Okay, great. Bracket. Now you get to come down to 75. You win it. Come down the ladder. Rack it. Then finally you win the last 2. Okay, you're back to base. Bring it back. You're up those levels. That's just the way it works. Let's say though, you lose and then get into a chop. Okay, so let's go. 1, you lose. 2, you lose. 3, you lose. Now you're betting 100. You lose. Now you're betting 125. Let's see what happens. You're betting 125. Let's say you win. You win 125 and you come down. Okay? You lose. Shit. Go back up to 125. You win. Great. There's 125. Come back down the ladder. I'm in a chop. Okay? I lose. Fuck. Okay? Come back out with your 125. You win. All right? There's that one and that one. Come back down the ladder. Okay? Then let's say you win that one. You're out of the chop now. There's 3 plus 4. Now let's drop it to 3. Win that one. Drop it to 2. You win that one. You're back down. And you're up. Every time you chop, boom, 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 win, loss, win, loss. I don't care what level you're on. Okay, this is on a straight, even money bet type of system. All right, not a lay, because it only pays 1 to 2. That's a whole different story. But there you go. This is why the ladder is so important. To me, anyway. Because, let's say a flat better loses, and then he wins. Okay? He's even. He loses. He bets another one. He wins it back. When he gets into a chop, I mean an absolute chop, win, loss, win, loss, win, loss, he's just going to stay even. Okay? If it's the positive guy, loss, he stays out there. He wins. He stacks. Uh-oh, he's in a loss again. He's down money. Okay? And then the last scenario that can happen to you in a ladder is you lose. You lose. Okay. Crap. You go to 3. You lose. Okay. You're going to 4. Let's say you win that one. There's that and that back. You're really only down 50 after all that loss, right? And so now you come down to 3. Okay? Now what if you go into another losing run? There's 3. There's 4. There's 5. You lose. Now you're betting 6 again. You went into you couldn't come all the way down the ladder. You got 6. I'm sorry. 6. Now it's 7. Okay? And you win. All right, there's 6 in that one. You come down the ladder to 6. Oh shit, you lost. Now you gotta go to 7 again. You lost. Now you gotta go to 8. You win. Great. There's 7. There's 8. Come down to 7. Okay. And then you win another one. Okay. There's that plus that. That's great. Okay. Now you're coming down to 6. Let's say you lose that one. Shit. Okay. You got to bet 7. You win it. Well, there's 6. There's 7. You don't know it, but you're every time you come down, you're winning a little bit. You're grinding them. You just don't realize it. Okay? So you win that 7, you come down to 6. Okay? Oh, shit. You lose that one. You got to bet 7. Great. You win it. See how I've whacked at those greens? I had 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm whacking away at them. Come down to 6. Okay, let's say I win that one. Now remember, I'm at level freaking 5 actually here. I'm at level 5. Now, I ain't been winning like crazy at all. But now let's say I win at this level. Guess what? Now I get to go to my 100. I get to stack all that. And look at here. I'm in good shape. Yeah, I'm even at that point. Look, I'm at level 4, but if I put it back in the rack, I'm even at level 4. So you could bring that back, start over if you wanted to, or if you're at level 4, go ahead and make the bet. If you win at that level, remember, I ain't won no 3 or 4 in a row. Don't have to. I don't have to come all the way down because I'm winning during this ping pong crap. Okay? So let's say I win that one. All right, let's see what's in the rack. Well, there you go. I'm up $100 and never got close to coming back down to 25. I can now because I'm up. That is the power of a ladder. Now, the worst part of a ladder is you never win. You go into one of those unbelievable, which, hey, when I was doing a retirement plan, it finally happened. You go into one of those can't happen rolls or can't happen blackjack. It just can't happen. Well, yeah, it can. All right? To where whatever your bankroll is, you can't recover. You lose it. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh shit. 6. All right. Let's say you win one. All right. We're going to be in that win 1, lose 6. Win 1, lose 6. All right. Remember, we're betting 8 right now. Okay. If we win, there's 7. There's 8. That's good. Then we come down. And then all of a sudden we lose. Then we got to bet 8 again. And we lose. Then we got to bet 9. And we lose. Now we got to bet 10. Let's say we win. That's 9. And we take one of these. We still got into that total a little bit. But let's just say we're looking at worst case scenario. Then we can come down to 9 again. All right, but if you lose 9, then you lose 10, then you lose 11. You see what I mean? If you get into one of those, lose 6 or 7, win 1, lose 6 or 7, pretty soon your bankroll's gone, and that is what scares people to death about a ladder. That's the bad scenario. All right? That's why bankroll is so flipping important. Okay? I mean, bankroll is everything. I mean, of course, you still want to have a decent strategy that don't get into those nasty runs very often at all. All right? But it's still gambling. Well, maybe you're the type of guy who goes, well, Ken, I don't want to risk $5,000. That's fine, man. I'm not saying you need to. I'm not saying you should. All right? It's your risk versus reward. It's your logic. Okay? And maybe you're just thinking, well, okay, if I go into a horrible run and I'm flat, we'll go with all these losses just like I had before. Okay? And then you win one. Great. You stay flat, it comes back here, and then you go into another horrible run. And you're flat. Where you're not even close to have lost the money that I have on the ladder with the big bankroll. If you get into that nasty, you can call it and say, you know what, 1, 2, 3, there's 100. I'll take my $200 loss and go home. Well, that'll happen to you more often than not. Because remember, most of the time in gambling, so you guys don't get me wrong, it's not just horrible run you win one horrible run. That's not generally the way a don't pass or even a pass line or, blackjack. That's not usually how it goes. Usually it's win one, lose two or three, win one, lose two or three, win two or three, lose one. It's just that back and forth banter. Well, in a ladder, I think you're better off, bringing more money and doing a ladder. There's more ways to win on a ladder. If you didn't want to play a ladder, then I think a posit versus flat. Flat is a loser eventually. It just is. There's nowhere for you to go. All right? So if you didn't want to have the bankroll for a ladder and you don't want to play flat, then really your best option is your parlay guy. You go out here, you lose. Let's just say you lost. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's say you lose 5 of them damn things. 6 of them. Okay, so now let's say you might be able to go on to a little run. You win. Great. You win. Let's stack it. Let's go for 3 in a row. You win. And you stack it. Now that's 2 wins. You lost 6. Now we're going to go for half the wins. 3. Well, I win 4. 1, 2, 3. I'm up. Maybe 3 is your max. Now you can drop it back down. You're up a quarter and you start over again. And you didn't have as much risk. Are you with me? So I've played it both ways. I play ladders or I'll do a positive. John likes a 1, 3, 2, 4. Nothing wrong with that. Except me, I don't like risking the 4. I like the 1, 3, 2 or 1, 3, 2, 3. But if I go 1 and win, he's throwing another one out. That's great. If you win that one, look at where you're at just with those 2 wins. Put your thing back. Look. So, but then you drop it to 2. Now let me do it again. I don't have my rack right. 1. You win. Then you throw another one. You're at 3. All right, you've only won 1. Now you're fixing to win your 2 in a row. If you stop right there, that's what you put out. You're up $100. You're up 4 units. You could just go 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3 all day long. But now that's all you're winning. So now he'll drop to 2. Pull this. Now you're up 2 no matter what, even if you lose that. So let's say you win there. 1, 3, 2. All right. If you stop there, you're up 6 off of that 1 unit. All right. But what he does, while he has a guarantee of 2, he'll stack that and hope he gets lucky. If he doesn't and loses, he's still up 2. But if the good happens to him, there he is, then he can stop his 1, 3, 2, 4 progression. And then he's up a bunch. All right, me, I would prefer going this way. If you're going to play that one. 1, you win. I add another one for 3. Oh, I win that one. I don't want to have to win 4 technically. So let's go here. You won 3. Let's drop to 2, just like he did. Okay, you win. Now instead of going up to 4, let's do this. Let's just go up to 3 and now do a little up and pull. Pull that puppy. At that moment, you're not up 2 when you make that last move. You're up 3 when you make that last move. So if you lose it, you're up 3. But if you win it, Your third in a row. Okay, now watch this. Now do an up and pull. Now if you lose that one, you're not just up your 2, you're up all that. All right. So if you don't want to play a ladder, I think you play something like that. Okay. Flat, I just wouldn't do it. Waylon and I and others that love ladders, we do it for the reasons I gave you. You know, there's a lot of things that's going to happen. You're going to win. You're going to lose. And then you're going to get into that win, lose. You're going to get in that chop. All them scenarios, the ladder will win on. All of them. The only scenario it doesn't lose is it's unbelievable lose. Now, last thing I want to talk about on the ladder is what do you need for a bankroll? Well, what you need for a bankroll is up to you. Okay, and here's how you figure it out. How many levels do you feel comfortable with? Now, if you just say, well, 4 levels, well, don't play a ladder because you need more than 4 levels. You just do. But here's how you do it. Let's just say, Ken, I can do 10 levels. Well, let's see what 10 levels is. If you start with a quarter, there's level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5, level 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, level 7, level 8, one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, level 8, level 9, and then level 10. I think 10 levels is about right. It's very, very rare with the ladder you're going to burn up through 10 levels. It can happen, don't get me wrong. Now, count that out. How much is that? Well, let's just stack it up and count it. And that's going to be your bankroll. It's really easy to figure out your bankroll. If they're $5 chips, do the same damn thing and add it up. I mean, 10 levels. What do you need for this particular level, this particular ladder? You're going to do a don't pass, ladder. Don't come ladder. Field, ladder, whatever. Okay? 10 steps at $25. You need 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You need $1,325 to be able to play any even money ladder system and be able to go 10 in a row and lose. So when you play a ladder system, it's not so much a win-loss or a loss limit. Your loss limit is this, because you may get to level 10, then all of a sudden you go on the opposite run. You win. You can get down to maybe the 7th, 6th level and you're even. You can start all over again. You don't have to go all the way back down. All right, so mess with that at home. But that's going to be your bankroll. If you want 7 levels, do what I just did times 7. I think 7 should be your minimum. 10, go at least 10. Go at least 10. That seems to be a very comfortable level, going to 10 levels. But again, you have to understand that if it's unbelievably rotten, whatever you're doing, either your brain has to go, this ain't working. Let me switch gears. Quit, whatever. But me, when I play a ladder system, I will go. That is my bankroll. That is my stop loss because it's something that I trust. Usually I'm doing something with a 7. The 7 is my buddy. It can be made more ways. And more times than not, I'm going to come out on the good end of it. And my my bags prove it. Okay. So there's for you guys that wanted a little bit about betting, all that. Your risk, your reward. If you want safe, and you're willing to risk a couple $100, do that positive progression. You lose it, come out. You win, stack it. Go for 2 in a row if you want. You win, come back down. Guess what? You're up. And you don't have to have the stress of that type of a bankroll if you're going to play a ladder. And I will tell you that there are times when your ass will pucker up. If you're playing flat, it won't pucker up. Or if you're playing a positive progression, it generally won't pucker up. You'll get pissed off that you didn't hit your second or third in a row and you lost money. You lost the opportunity when you could have wrecked some money. Gambling sucks, y'all. Gambling is so mental and it can be so stressful. So what do you have to do? Figure out your strategy and your betting system, how you want to do it, that is less stressful for you. Don't let anybody tell you how you should do it. You get to tell you what's comfortable. You get to tell yourself what's less stressful. All right? And then once you have figured that out, then you do you. I don't care what anybody else says. Okay? So I hope that helped a little bit. And I'll be coming back a little bit later to do my 3rd session of Wayland's World's Greatest Strategy. So until I do that, y'all, I hope it helped. Until the next time, be great. See you, bye.